It's October and we have 4 teams vying for a trip to the World Series, so let's talk some baseball. This is the forecast. Wilson. I'm happy to be back here with you for another week here on the forecast. Now, most of you guys know at this point that I'm a sports radio host down in Miami. And in Miami, we don't talk a ton of baseball. Actually, not the best baseball market in the world. The Marlins don't give us much to talk about typically. This season, however, for the first time in 17 years, they gave us a postseason to talk about. So we talked a little baseball, and I want to keep that theme going here on today's episode of the forecast. Specifically, I want to talk some NLCS with you guys. But before I get into Braves Dodgers, I want to tell you guys about something that we have going on here at Sports Card Investor that we're really excited about. And we are really excited to announce that we have just introduced a new version of Market Movers. It's called Market Movers Lite, and it gives you guys access to all of our card price charts, including all the charts that you're going to see on today's episode. And guys, it is only half the price of Market Movers Pro. So go check it out. We have a brand new website for it. So go check out the website, marketmoversapp.com. You go to marketmoversapp.com. There's a wealth of information there for you guys, and you can sign up right there today. All right, let's get right into it. I'm going to start with the Atlanta Braves. And I can't talk about the Braves without, of course, talking about Ronald Acuna Jr. Now, in spite of it just being his 3rd season, Acuna is a guy who needs very little introduction at this point. He finished 12th in NL MVP voting in his rookie year, en route to the Rookie of the Year award. He followed that up with 40 homers, 127 runs, 101 ribbies, and 37 stolen bases last year. He finished 5th in the NL MVP voting. Now, this year, he missed a quarter of the regular season due to injury. He's seen his batting average drop here to .250, but his slugging and OPS are the highest so far in his career. Admittedly, Acuna has struggled a little bit in these playoffs, but the Braves are, of course, coming off that clean sweep of the Miami Marlins, a 3-0 sweep. So it might surprise you to hear that his card prices are down 7% in value here over the past month. Even if the Braves don't make it to the World Series, though, Acuna is still a guy whose long-term prospects are undeniable. But man, if the Braves do make it to the World Series, we have to keep an eye out to see if Acuna's card prices finally get some of that same love that they got before the start of this series. It'll be really interesting to watch his card. I think keep a really close eye on it, specifically over the next week. I'm excited to see if we get a little jump here in his card value. The card to watch for Acuna is the 2018 Topps Chrome PSA 10. Over the last 30 days, that card is down 10%, but that's nothing crazy, okay? 10% means it's pretty stagnant, and you can see the line on that chart reflects that. That's pretty stagnant. Freddie Freeman. While much of the spotlight on the Braves is on Atlanta's youth, including, of course, and especially Acuna, the true hero of this team is their vet leader, Freddie Freeman. Now, Freeman is in his 11th season, and he's having the best season of his career. And that's saying something, because he's a guy who's averaged just under 325 homers for the last 9 years. Freeman finished the regular season with the 3rd best average in the big, 2nd best OPS, 3rd most total bases, and the 2nd highest WAR. He's projected to win the NL MVP ahead of Tatis Jr., Machado, and Betts. Unfortunately, much like Acuna, Freeman has also had some struggles in these playoffs. But unlike Acuna, Freeman's card prices are actually up. Now, only up a little bit. They're up about 3% over the last month and even over the last just week alone. This is likely due to the fact that his prices did not experience that same preseason hype that Acuna's did, and a lot of the other young prospects did as well. Freeman's 2011 Topps PSA 10 over the last 30 days is up 24% in value. Much steeper incline on that chart than we saw on Acuna's. Ozzie Albies. Now, Albies is another one of the young bright spots for this Atlanta Braves team. Also happens to be Acuna's best friend. Albies card prices are down 10% over the last month, But over the past week, his Topps Chrome PSA 10 base card and refractor, they've seen an upward price movement. Overall, Albies cards are very affordable, relatively speaking. His card to look out for is that 2018 Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10. And over the last 30 days, this chart shows that it's up 5%, which means it's relatively stagnant in value. Before I move on to some Dodgers talk, guys, I want to remind you, if you haven't done so already, please click the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate your support. All right, let's talk some Los Angeles Dodgers. Mookie Betts. Now, Mookie Betts continues to be a model of consistency, doing a little bit of everything so far in these playoffs. His card prices have been on an interesting trend, with several of his key rookie auto cards declining up to 40% in the past month, while his basic Bowman Topps Chrome, and Heritage cards have all gone up about 30%. So his 2014, just looking at his 2014 Topps Update PSA 10 now, over the last 30 days, that card is up 15%. So nice increase in value there on that card for Betts. His cards are kind of all over the place in the card market. Cody Bellinger. Now, Cody, he hasn't looked like himself at the plate. It's hard to remember a time that the reigning MVP gets demoted to batting 6th in the lineup the following season. That's, of course, somewhat of a testament to the depth of this Dodgers team, but it's also proof that Dave Roberts is more committed to winning than trying to let past performance dictate, the future of this team. He's not going to reward past performance. He wants to win right now. So it remains to be seen if Bellinger can become a factor yet in these playoffs. His 2017 Topps Chrome Update PSA 10 over the last 30 days is up 3%, which again, card is basically stagnant for Cody Bellinger over the past 30 days. Corey Seager is one of the 2 best batters for the Dodgers in the regular season. He's been trying to break out of a career-long playoff slump, which saw him batting just .203 in 118 postseason plate appearances over the past 4 years. He managed a .273 average so far this year, while slugging a .500. His card prices are relatively flat at the moment. Unless Seager becomes the hero of the rest of the playoffs, it's kind of hard to see his card prices making any sort of significant jump because he tends to get lost in the shuffle of the bigger names on this team. His 2016 Topps Chrome PSA 10 over the last 30 days is down 7% in value. So again, unless there's more than a 10% change, means that the card is basically stagnant. And you can see that in that line on the chart. It appears very straight. His card value is basically stagnant. He needs to have a breakout performance here in these playoffs to change that. Walker Bueller. Now, Bueller, of course, is the young ace for the Dodgers. He got the Game 1 nod versus the Braves. He pitched well. He only surrendered 1 run in 5 innings with 7 strikeouts, but the Dodgers lost that game. His card prices are up collectively 19% over the past month. His 2018 Topps PSA 10 can be had for a modest $35, which feels pretty close to the floor for a player of his caliber. I mean, it's hard to imagine a scenario where a flagship rookie would drop below that $25 to $30 range. We already saw earlier this year that it has that $60 to $70 potential. So taking a look at his 2018 Topps PSA 10, over the last 30 days, it's down 13% in value. So nothing crazy, but Walker Bueller's card is down a little bit. Of course, I can't talk Dodgers without talking Clayton Kershaw, but I already did that this week. So I talked about him on our top 5 episode that dropped on Tuesday. If you missed that and you want your Kershaw talk, make sure you go check that out. And that's why, of course, you should click the bell icon. You should subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss any episodes that we bring you. I will be back with you again next week. Jeff will have more content for you this weekend. But before I sign off, I want to tell you first, you can follow me on all the social media platforms at AmberW790. But also, don't forget to go check out MarketMoversApp.com. That's our brand new website where we launched Market Movers Lite. It is half the price of Market Movers Pro, and it gives you guys access to all of our card price charts, including all the ones that you just saw on today's episode. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Happy investing.